నేను మీ Krishnamoorthyని ఇవాళ మన ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైన పర్సనాలిటీని పరిచయం చేస్తాను మన వ్యూవర్స్ అందరికీ కూడా. సప్లై చైన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అనే ఇండస్ట్రీలో గత ఆల్మోస్ట్ 30 ఏళ్ళ నుంచి పనిచేస్తూ అదే కాకుండా పుస్తకాలు కూడా రాశారు. హీ రోట్ సమ్ బుక్స్, ఆల్మోస్ట్ 10 బుక్స్ రాశారు. అండ్ చాలా పబ్లికేషన్స్ కూడా. హీ డిడ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ ఆల్సో అరౌండ్ సప్లై చైన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. Is nobody, but let's meet Krishnamoorthy Selvaraj. Namaskaram Selvaraj.
Namaskaram sir.
Thank you for coming into my show, Point to Point with Shiv Vadlamudi. I really appreciate you coming in here and spending time with us.
Thanks for having me first.
So we would like to understand about your journey and what is this supply chain management and what was your contribution to this industry. And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Actually, so first help me understand, Selvarajan. Looks like you are, I will call you Mr. Selvarajan with your last name, if you don't mind.
No worries, no problem.
So, looks like you are from Tamil Nadu?
Yep, I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Which part of Tamil Nadu?
It's actually central part of Tamil Nadu. It's a place called Srirangam.
Oh, okay.
That's a very nice place, and I born and brought up there.
Okay. Good.
I started a career as a mechanical engineer, an industrial engineer. What's to coming to your original question?
Okay.
So after my industrial engineering exposure, and I started playing a different roles. I got the opportunity to work with a bigger organization, like a production engineer, production planner, and new product implementation, and variety of that, especially all the inbound logistics area. When I got introduced to the supply chain area, it's a really fascinating area. I've been attracted towards it, and then saw that scope of the people and how it's when you have the problem and we try to solve that, you'll feel happiness, right? That's really gives that. And do you know how important this supply chain?
I do. I will get to that. But my question is, how did you? So you're from Chennai. How did you end up in America? Yeah, today we are talking here in Dallas,
wow,
right?
That's a step. I mean, it's a typical like every aspiring Indian. My ability on a solution architect and supply chain, and then the specialization brought me over here.
Okay.
And I mean, last almost 5 years, I'm living over here near Dallas.
Okay, good, wonderful. That's good to know. So I think you have worked in this for like last 30 years, right?
Yep.
So help us understand some of the books you wrote.
Yeah, I wrote actually 4 different general books. Actually, one is related to small business entrepreneurship. Another one is like AI on the materials.
Okay.
And then one more is an AI and ML related to supply chain.
Okay.
Advanced supply chain, basically. That's a book too. And then this is basically what trying to. It's a kind of a textbook, not for the money purpose. Even I have not put for this much worried about sales.
Oh, okay.
It's a text knowledge, and you wanted to give that a deeper insight or the industrial exposure to the people back.
Oh, okay. So the books you wrote was not for the commercial aspect of it.
Yeah,
but
not for that, but still it is there in that domain if anybody wants to buy and
okay.
it. But that is not a motive.
But that's not your motive. Your main motive was to
transform the knowledge.
Okay.
And the deeper knowledge, whatever we gained,
okay,
we wanted to give it to the people.
Oh, okay. That's a good noble cause.
Yeah.
What about your publications? I think you did some.
Yeah, I did a recent last two years. I did around 10 publications. It's again, that is also like a different variations to it. One is review papers, data crunching kind of things, and then that medical, how the star rating and all the things related, survey kind of papers. So basically, this all are journals, international publications.
Where were these publicized?
It's somewhere on the IEEE one.
Oh, okay.
IEEE when it's talking about a 5G latest technology kind of thing.
Okay.
Rest all on the medical and then a regular paper.
Okay.
International journal of what do you call various aspects of it.
Okay. So you talked about the books. You talked about your paper publications, right? But I did not hear much of a supply chain management of your 30 years industry.
Supply chain. Okay, you wanted to know.
No,
What do you
so,
know about supply chain?
So basically you did not say there was the books and the publications you did, were those around supply chain
Around
management?
supply chain.
Okay, that's what I
That
wanted
was
to
the AI. What I meant to ask is supply chain. Okay.
get. Okay.
Every supply chain or aspiring supply chain or a corporate purposes, you can say that three things, right? Every business want to reach their customer, right? And more importantly, before the competitor reaches. I want to reach my customer before the competitor reaches. And also at what cost? Am I spending how much supposed to be? It's optimal cost I'm reaching them, then my maximize my profit. If I'm reaching it at a maximum cost, then my profit will not be. If I'm not even reaching the customer, I'm losing opportunity market.
Okay.
So every business, every corporate wanted to. Before getting into that, I just wanted to ask you something. What is your supply chain? Is a common word used by everybody. Did you understand what is that? How it's intertwined in our individual, every common man's life?
No, that's a very good point. That should have been my question to you.
Yeah, that's why I trying to understand.
That should have been my question to you. But since you asked that, and help my viewers understand what a supply chain management means in a day-to-day life. How does it impact a normal person's day-to-day life?
Supply chain, it was ages were followed, but it is a local kind of thing. It was like a milk crane. Morning you do something, and it's like a locally being supplied, and the goods also sold and consumed within local. That's how it's. After the technology evaluation and the transportation moves on the wheel invention, all the things, and it's become like a very global. But I will say something on the mill standard or 1970s. Okay, did you think what is the key to win a war? You have a weapon, strategy, and all. What is the key you are thinking? Can you imagine?
Well, to win a war,
win any war for any nation. What doing a war?
Yeah, you're asking a journalist what is the key to win a war. I would say you have to be strong.
Strong. That's okay. But however you are strong, however you're mighty, you're not reaching to the point where it's supposed to be. For example, on the ground, a battlefield, a person is triggering a bullet. He doesn't have the ammunition, or he cannot sustain what he needs, a basic needs like a food, water. He cannot fight a war.
Right.
So
right.
if you have a good supply chain, if you have a very good supply chain, that the country will win. So if you win a war, you need a very good supply chain, supply to them, reach them.
Okay.
So that's what the importance I'm trying to bring it. So later, after 70s, after that, all the corporates have catched up. So initial view of supply chain was people are thinking moving goods from place A to place B, something like that. But it has a lot of value to it. How it is, so how efficiently I'm moving, what is the value to happen, and that's a corporate was catched up. They found a value to it. That's how it's all evolving on that subject.
Okay, so basically you're saying from local concentrated, the strategy from there to you're saying it has gone to an extent where the supply chain management is connecting people or connecting the goods.
Correct.
On a longer distance. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. See, any business.
So help my viewers understand in a common.
Okay. Let me say this way: common understand. Yeah. Any business, what we do, either you do service or a product to the customer. Okay. And to do that, how do we know who is wanted and what he wants it? Simple example, I will take it to Uber, right? Uber example, I will tell you. There is a person wants a ride. There is a person ready to offer a service. This guy connecting these two and making a profit. And in timely manner. At this point in time, who wants a ride and who is ready to offer? That's the information I'm going to pass this people. So that's the kind of I'm talking about the intricacy of the supply chain. One more example, if I want to give maybe the better understanding, the typical fast food chain. Let's take like this. You drive in, you drive through. Maybe 5 minutes to 7 minutes, you order and go, right? You order a grilled chicken. Normally, to make a grilled chicken, can you imagine it at least take 1.5 to 2 hours, right? How they cater to you?
In 5 minutes.
That's a question, okay? So why I'm saying that particular thing is a stores manager constantly feeding information, anticipation of a demand, forecasting trend, like every Monday, 2 to 3 lunchtime, these things are some pattern prediction, typical statistical trend, and he has given 2 hours before, make a 10 grilled chicken, and he picks out and makes it ready. There is a flip side to it. Suppose if it's all 10 are not sold, or only few are sold, he can stay only for two hours or something like that, whatever the retention time period, and after that he has to throw it. That's where the accuracy of your forecasting. If the forecast software is not that accurate, you will have more wastage of food, right? So that's where companies are spending more and more information, collecting data, scrutinizing it, and more. Like if it is not 1 year data, take a 5 year data. 5 year, this particular month of a day, that's what's happening. And okay, this time there are a lot of laboring activities happening. Like that, it gives them a kind of maximum possibility accuracy to it.
So working efficiently.
Efficiently.
Are you saying that connecting the demand and supply, making sure demand and supply flows through a chain is called supply chain management?
Connecting the demand and supply, and fulfilling the demand is a supply chain.
Is a supply chain.
Correct.
Oh wow, I understood what it means.
Okay. That's
thanks for the definition. So how did you as an individual became an expert or a solution architect into the supply chain management? How did that happen?
Right, it's just a walk of life, what I would say. Variety of role, I said. I have been very hard way learning of every spectrum. Since I played those roles, I was sitting in the store manager. I was sitting in this, manufacturing guy. I was doing that, like a logistic guy. So that's how it's a very hard way to learn that way. But nowadays, people don't need to do those many things, but they have developed a lot of things from over on top of it.
So Mr. Selvarajan, you are saying you learned by actually being part of each of the supply chain management. Supply chain without knowing that the entire process is called supply chain management. Correct. Oh, that's good. That's good. Another question for you. So these days we hear this artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science quite a bit, right? And these have become a buzzword, right? So how are these impacting the supply chain management industry?
In a big way, I would say, but it is giving us a lot of supportive, I would say. It's not a disruptive, it's a really transformation the industry, I would say. As I explained you supply chain, simple earlier, we have some 30 or 40 statistical model. Okay, it has we can say like a trend prediction or a pattern. Historically, I say last 5 years happened, my crop has come like this, my profit has come like this, my demand has come. Okay, I was expecting this year also like this. This is that kind of a trend prediction. That's what earlier we used to do. Because of the AI, new technology and thing, we are able to foreseeing, predicting, or different permutation combination, what could go wrong or what we can. That is the flexibility because of the data crunching is enable the supercomputers, AI and ML algorithm helps us to do it. Otherwise, it's humanly impossible. I wanted to think one product for his entire way of thinking, but it does it in a minute. So that's helpful actually. I will say maybe the common understanding, right? If you walk into a store, did you ever realize how the stores were refilled? If pick up something and how the stores are filled. Maybe some years back, would have been a particular person, individual assigned to ale. Every 2 hours or 3 hours, he has to go and see each rack and fill it, something like that. Okay. He might have missed something. He might or not 100% doing it due to human error or fatigues. Now the latest one, bots have come. The different varieties, based on some stores are using a latest one. The sense that bot will go and check it. Some bot will give the intelligence like, hey, something is missing here, something is out of stock, something is going beyond the stock, go and fill it. But next level of advance, it says the employee aiding, hey, this product or the aisle is missing something. It's there in the backend store. Bring it and keep it here. So which bin he has to go, and he picks it, and he doesn't use his brain. He just go and picks it and keeps there.
Okay.
So it's 100%. I'm checking my each rack. I'm checking it. The bot is checked. The bot has gone one more step up.
So when you say bot, are you talking about robot?
A kind of a robot,
Okay.
something you would have seen Walmart and something walking on that. It's stating that what is the stock available.
So the robot is walking nowadays in Walmart in the aisles?
It's
I've never seen one.
Oh, it's
Really?
You can check it maybe with a lot.
Okay, so what is robot doing? Robot is
it's just walking and checking each rack, what is there, what is the stock is there or something, and it gives the keeps the
and
feeding
it is processing, and then of course it's sending
back the information to fill it. Even if that stock is not there, it all the way back to giving information, ordering, and getting it back.
Oh,
that's latest we are talking about.
Okay, so let me ask you one general question, which normally comes out of everybody's thinking. Since that level of automation, do you think that will kill jobs or provide more
I don't
jobs?
think so. But disruption will be there, but I don't think so. It will give a job, kill the job. Definitely, there is a lot many people required. Human cannot be replaced, right? At least as we understand, human cannot be replaced at this point in time. Anyway, that human is doing a algorithm of whatever, we are only instructing the software to do it, right?
But
so the particular specialized skill might be required. The job will be changing from, it's a paradigm shift, right? I don't know, maybe if I take you back 10 or 15 years back, if you walk in the store, in the any state of India, if you check, there is a STD booth, there is a Xerox. That would be the simple business model everyone used to do. And then eventually it takes gone away, right? Now nobody.
There are no STD booths. There is nothing like that.
Every shift is happening like a 10 years time frame. It takes us slowly to. That's why we are not feeling the pinch of it. This disruption is happening in a little faster than what we expect. That's why we are feeling the pinch of it. But it is okay. It all will catch up that one.
So now, everybody is talking about AI ML everywhere, right? Every industry talks about it, right? So which also means basically we are trying to create another human.
Right? Closest to that, yeah. I mean, I don't know how successful we will be, but at some point we will create another human is the hope. That is where everybody is headed, right? Do you think that will be like, kind of it's a kind of a Hollywood movie you're talking about, kind of Hollywood movie, right? But it's we are not at that level. I know that empathy.
Do you think we will ever get there? Do you think?
I don't. I don't have that much vision, but the empathy or sympathy or that sentiments, it's very difficult. Now we are making the computer to learn the sentiments, but still, if it is not anticipating, it's that particular situation, it cannot answer. Maybe I can say one more interesting. Did you ever see the brain operations or the neurological surgery? The doctor, after the surgery, patient used to walk comfortable, right? But still the doctor doesn't declare it as 100% success. Do you know why?
No.
Okay. The reason is that brain has a micro, like a 30, 40, I would say like less than our hair thickness of veins into it, right? When they operated, whatever the portion of it, they don't know what all they touched it. Okay. Suppose that particular person, when I talking, if I'm moving hands, this will work. If I want to lift my leg, then that may not. If the particular activity when he's trying to do, that time only he will know that there is something problem.
Oh, I see.
So as long as if he's not trying for that activity, and he will never know that.
Oh, okay.
That's why they will not call it 100% brain success, because it was very minute. It's very difficult to predict it. So when you want to do like a particular combination of activity, when I talk, I wanted to see you, I want to do something different. That is what I'm trying to say is this much same way that robotic what we are trying to do, we feed in the information like a 10,000 possible ways, right? But in a reality, it may be a lack of possibilities.
Okay.
So it never matches to that.
So
that's the thing.
You're saying basically we don't have that amount of data collected to make another human.
Yeah, that is humanly among us. Actually, it's accuracy, speed, and you need to be processed voluminous of data. they are trying. See, now we are seeing that AI is catching up is with the speed of computing and the volume of data they are able to do it. It's much better. That's the reason why we are seeing it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I want to go back to the pandemic, right? When the entire world was hit by the COVID, right? And post-COVID, there were so many things which were impacted. Like, for every, like even a car supply was stopped. Also, in your mind, or what have you experienced the supply chain management impact because of the pandemic?
Okay, pandemic was gave us how resilient our supply chains are. Supply chain, okay, if you take a typical car, right? Since you said car, I'm trying to take that example. Car has a minimum 3,000 to 4,000 components to make one car. Out of that, 80% outsourced in the sense sourced from different parts of the world. You may be any brand of the car, okay? Let's take like the car wiper, a rubber or something, whatever small component has to come from different part of that. So if you take it, a chip has to come from Thailand or Asian countries, or if you take a tire, has to come from different place. If you take an engine, it has to come from German or somewhere. So even if it's a Ford or whatever the car, I don't know, it parts in the global presence is important. So during the pandemic, we are totally stopped all the transports, right? So it's created a chaos. It's created all the manufacturing halted. That manufacturing halted. There is no physical movement of goods or them. That's where the people have started feeling the local. I should not depend on one source. I should have multiple sources of supply, and then I should be able to do it like. And another thing, how resilient our supply chain, and second thing, how are we flexible and agile? Our risk management. See, whenever we will do risk management. Hey, what would happen? Whatever. The pandemic is totally gave us a different perspective. We have to be much more, to do different risk management and inbuilt
different level of risk management, different level of resiliency is what
resilience to be built into the supply chain. Assume that tomorrow nothing will going to happen. Did you ever think that? I mean, even the dream, like a Hollywood movie, suddenly everything stops, no one moves anywhere, nothing. It stay in the home. And the new thing, the trend has started as a digital or remote working concepts. It's more and more. So these are all the things those are challenge. And every challenge, I would say that instead of problem, every challenge. That's why that human is catching up with its challenges.
So do you think that we have learned enough lessons from the pandemic?
For now, yes. Till we know the next pandemic.
So you think like anything like that pandemic happens again, the entire world will be able to resilient,
I would say yes and no. Yes for now, because we learned now. Most of the businesses are capable of doing it now. They are inbuilding that concept, so we are able to do now.
So irrespective of the people dying and medical science, etc.
Yeah.
But you think that our lives will not be stalled like it was when the COVID hit?
Not that at all.
And you're saying that everybody learned their lessons.
And they are putting the lessons learned into that.
Into practice.
So
okay.
They will not get that effect. But still, there is a sudden jerk will be there. Knee jerk will be there anyway. We can come up on that.
Okay. So resiliency. I mean, basically, what do you call the resiliency time will be shortened. Is what you're saying. What do you call
rebounds back to that. It will be faster.
Okay. So we will rebound. Lot faster
that time is a sudden hit on the face, so we are not able to recover. It took for a while for everybody to come out of it, but in future people are prepared for that.
Okay,
we'll come a little faster.
Okay, another question for you. So since you are an expert in supply chain management, right, is there anything you do besides writing books for the public? Do you actually do any kinds of training to the people, to the upcoming
I tried a lot.
generations?
Earlier I used to do, but now due to other responsibilities, I'm not focusing on it. Earlier I used to do. I'm planning it maybe in the future. I need to start doing it. I need to go for colleges, especially for the kids aspiring for it. What they can look for, at least when we are doing in the last, I mean, in typically if we take in India, what is the concept? If you go and ask, why are you studying this particular subject? He said, my uncle said, my dad said.
Let's walk and talk. Yeah.
That's a reason they will say. But what is their passion? What they should focus? That's what I'm missing. So I wanted them to think through that. At least they will, get into that kind of thing.
Okay. But that's about the training, right? But what is your suggestion for youngsters in India, and also what is your suggestion for youngsters who are coming here? Besides that IT, I have never met any individual so far who talks about, hey, my specialization is supply chain management. Nobody has talked about anything like that. Everybody talks about like saying, hey, I'm into data science, I'm into AI, I'm into ML and whatnot. So what is your suggestion for those two segments? One, people in India, one, people who come to America.
No, I think, there are a lot of advices. I don't want to give to the youngsters basically an advice, but what I can suggest them is get into a decent basic understanding of whatever the subjects they're trying for. If they are opted to be a supply chain or that ERP, that planning, then they can go with the one basic course, basic engineering, stuff like that, and get a core experience of any product, how does it works and other things.
What would be the product which is specialized in supply chain management?
Product means you're talking about ERP. Is this one you're talking about, or
any
a lot of products
product
are there. A lot of products are there. Localized products are there, or name a few. Oracle, SAP. So many people are there.
So those are all supply
big
chain
players.
Okay, those are all okay. Yeah. So people who want to do the supply chain management and be in IT, you think that SAP and all other ERP products, they will teach them the supply chain management?
Yeah.
Okay. So besides all that, sir, non-IT supply chain management, is there something like that?
Nothing like that. Nothing, I would say non-IT thing.
Okay.
But everything is now it's connected to IT, right? You can't even go. IT cannot be split. Earlier, IT considered as a service sector or a support function for the main function, but it is inbuilt now.
Okay.
No more. It is a separate support function. It's a prime function now.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I think we have talked enough about it. Let me tell me about your family also, your personal life, and how do you spend your day?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah, I had a couple of kids. My daughter goes to college for second year.
Oh, okay.
She goes to that UNT.
Oh, okay.
She's in biochemistry stream, and my son in the 9th grade.
Okay.
He's aspiring to be a swimmer.
Oh, so wow. Does he go to swimming classes and all?
Yep.
Okay. Is he like a swimmer
he plays for the club now and in a high school team.
I see. Oh, okay.
Doing it that way.
What about your wife?
Wife is housewife.
Oh, okay. Good. How do you spend your day? Like, get up?
Typical day would be start, if fully busy on the project. So start on typical stand-ups call.
Okay.
Checking the progress, any roadblocks.
Okay.
And then set a priority for the day. And analysis, data, and getting a meeting with the client and the stakeholders. That's the first part of it. And I would say another 3 more part actually. The second part would be like, problem solving or solution designing or collaborating with the cross-functional teams. Okay. Most of the time I have to go for it. And the third would be like, I would say like documenting it or continuous learning or a project management or a training or how we can do it. And the fourth would be as usual, next day planning, stuff like that. That's how typical day goes. And again, it varies. It's not a typical all the days. On the phase of the project, suppose if I'm in a project in the beginning stage, it will be different, more time spending. Or if it is in a middle or kind of go live time, it's totally different.
What do you do in spare time? Any hobbies?
Right now, I don't have anything or watching cricket other than typical. As Indian, we watch a cricket. That's other than that, nothing actually.
Well, thank you very much.
Sir.
Thanks a lot for your time. Same
thanks for having me in the show.
Oh, sure. Our welcome, our pleasure, and most welcome. Thank you.
Sir.